Now, if you're in the accounting and finance field, as technology increases, a lot of the things you used to do are actually getting replaced by the technology. So in a sense, part of your role and part of your job is that you're now competing with the tech. So as you compete with technology, one of the things that you have to do, just like every business has to do, is focus on where you can add unique value. Now, one of the challenges for a lot of people is most of their time has been, doing tasks or doing steps in a process. And they haven't really taken time to step back to say, how can I add value in a different way now that the technology or the software or the tool does that for us? I mean, for example, there are accounting systems and cloud-based systems where you can actually connect your bank account to the accounting software to where now the journal entries, well, actually a lot of them can happen automatically. So if that's happening, what do you do if your job used to be booking journal entries or, reviewing journal entries? Like, what do you do now that technology and AI has kind of replaced your function there? And for that, I think there are 3 critical areas where you should really focus on. And that is, the first one would be your communication. Now, understanding that you may be very familiar with accounting and finance, but the non-finance people in your business, they don't understand it like you do. And although the system is doing the steps for you, the system may not be translating the financial data into plain language that the non-finance people need to actually execute on their job. So one of the roles you can play is get better at communicating financial information to non-finance professionals, because they need your help and they need the insight and the wisdom that you have to figure out, hey, how do we navigate these changes or the changes necessary in the business and the strategy to continue moving forward? Now, the second one is getting better at understanding trends and doing trend analysis, because the beautiful thing about having technology is that you're going to be able to consume, or I guess you say review or look at or analyze tons of data. I mean, think about the evolution of that. I mean, when I first started in accounting, when I first started studying and learning accounting, we were doing it by hand to where we were looking at green ledger paper, translating one number to another. And to be honest with you, there was only so much data you could actually analyze because you were doing it all by hand. And then we went into Excel spreadsheets, so where when we got to Excel, you can now analyze tons of data. I mean, as long as you know how to write the formulas, to now we're getting into software where software can actually analyze thousands upon thousands of lines of data in a matter of seconds, can create charts, can create trends, and to create different things that you need to look at. And so you have to be able to understand, again, be able to translate that trend analysis into something that is usable for the team to pull out some type of strategic or operational insight from the data to say, here's an opportunity for us based on the trends and the analysis that I'm seeing here. And then the third thing that I think you should definitely understand is when it comes down to processes and systems. Now, everything operates on some type of process or there's some type of steps involved. And when it comes down to technology, what happens with a lot of people is they rely so heavily on the technology that they forget how to understand the process that runs the system or how the technology should be functioning, that when the technology has a glitch or it's been programmed wrong or something's just not processing properly, they're just lost. They don't know how to troubleshoot it because they don't really understand the process and the system and how it works. So as a finance and accounting person, you can definitely dive in and add a ton of value there, because as we know, no system will ever be 100% correct. And if you are able to improve your communication skills, understand trends, and understand processes, you can be more strategic and add value with the system, and you won't find yourself having to compete with tech, because now you've created a brand new area for yourself to add value to where You now create new opportunities, and you've proven to the team how valuable you can be with the new changes and with the new technology.